response to my bullying contention, you give this evidence that like bullying increases 9%, right?
Yeah.
And you say that people are self-reporting this bullying.
That wasn't the 9. That was not self-reported.
You said in rebuttal that people are self-reporting this bullying, right?
That was one piece of analysis. I also give you another piece of
Doesn't that
analysis.
increase volunteer bias?
Volunteer bias?
Yeah, like when we look at statistical analysis, when we have studies that people have to volunteer for, that means that the only people that volunteer are the people that have extreme opinions, right?
Okay.
If I don't care about something,
wait. Not extreme. If I literally give you a questionnaire, have you been bullied? You don't have to have an extreme
You just
bias.
said self-reported. That means that people are volunteering. Like.
No. Oh, sorry. Then I misspoke. It was just a survey of people who believed if they were bullied or not.
Okay.
And yeah, so I have a question, right?
Okay, yeah,
so how many single-sex coeducational schools are there versus single-sex schools?
Okay, so we don't have that specific number, but we can see that.
Okay.
Like, I don't get what the point is.
Okay, so the point is that isn't there single-sex classrooms in single-sex schools?
Right, but we don't have to debate single-sex schools. Like, we don't have to defend single-sex schools.
No, you're just waving your fiat wand, saying that I like.
No,
that, well, we can only look at this. We can't look at that.
No, the resolution
you have to look at both.
No, the resolution calls for single-sex classrooms.
Yeah, and there's single-sex classrooms in single-sex schools.
Just because single-sex classrooms include like single-sex schools doesn't mean we have to defend like the absolute of single-sex like schools. You get that, right?
That didn't make sense. If
No.
there's single-sex classrooms in single-sex schools, then obviously you should also have the burden to defend those as well.
No, we don't.
Because there's no co-educational classrooms.
No, but the problem with that is, for example, in a single-sex classroom, I have the opportunity, for example, if I join the debate team, I have the opportunity in extracurricular activity to interact with females. Whereas in single-sex schools, you don't have the opportunity, right?
Okay.
So that's a big difference, meaning that the resolution specifically calls for single-sex classrooms.
Okay, yeah, but it doesn't respond to it. You're talking about an extracurricular activity.
Okay, then for example, I can go out and eat lunch with females.
Okay.
Right. That can't happen in single-sex schools. Not in single-sex schools.
I would rather go with Ben, but anyway. Okay.
But in single-sex schools, the entire population is one gender. In a single-sex classroom, I have the opportunity to go out and interact with other people.
That doesn't matter if you have the option. You look to both. Like if there's classrooms in a school, right?
The advocacy of the pro, as defined by the resolution, is single-sex classrooms.
Yeah. So you have to look to both, right?
No.
Yes, because there's two different types of schools.
There's a huge difference between single-sex classrooms and single-sex schools that makes single-sex classrooms preferable, as I just described. Like your entire first intention.
Okay, do you have a sure. Do you have a question for me?
Yeah, so your entire first intention about like how it reduces their ability to like interact, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it solved through single-sex classrooms?
No, because I tell you that the education is the reason. They don't actually work on problem solving together. Wait, can I respond really quick? So they're like, we don't actually work to for truth seeking and solutions, but we're gonna go outside and socialize with these.
Right. So let me ask you a question. Even if we buy your first intention, where's it linked to education?
Sure. So Ben's gonna get up and read a piece of evidence.
Can you give it to me now?
Okay, sure. It's specifically from Lyman. Ben, you can give it. It's the first piece that we were supposed to read in the case, but we're gonna read in the summary. Lyman says that the quality of education has many goals, including preparing for workplace, families, and citizenry.
Okay.
And logically it makes sense too.